Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Esha. I am your level up mindset coach as well as a self-improvement coach. I'm also the founder of Esha Cosmetics, all natural, nature-loving products. Make sure you check out eshacosmetics.co.uk. But now let's get into this video because I know that's what you guys are here for. Of course, before we get into this, you can also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Pinterest, and you name it. I'm everywhere, Lady Esha. Today I'm here with a different concept. I have just had a really nice conversation with one of my uncles today. It's my father's friend that I came across today. And we had a very interesting conversation today. It was very deep, a little spiritual, about religion, about just a lot of different things, about mindsets and, self-improvement and stuff like this. And he was talking about this really interesting concept, which I thought I should really share this here on my channel with you guys, because it is also one of the most common problems that I see with my level up students or my clients, let's say. And you know what that is? What happens is many a times you talk to people, and it may have happened to you also, where they are living so much in the past, it's so hard to take them out of that place and put them in the present. It's like they are living in denial. They do not see what they have in front of them. They do not see left, right, center. All they see is backwards. They are living in the past, and it's so hard to get them out of that place and put them here in the present, or maybe even get them excited about future. There is no such concept in their mind. And I see that with a lot of my clients that I coach. Sometimes when it comes to self-improvement, they are so stuck in the past. They always keep talking about the same things over and over again. What their mother-in-law did to them, or what problems they have faced in childhood, or how their parents have been abusive, and how relatives were so not kind to them. And there's a lot of other problems that you can think about. So when you have all these thoughts going in your mind that just don't let you live in peace, it's a lot of burden, right? You're living with a lot of thoughts that are negative, usually influenced by other people from your past or situations from your past. So that leaves you with a very bitter taste. And so it hinders your process of progressing in life. Now, here's where the concept comes in. Something that my uncle today was talking about is consider them rotten tomatoes. Like however many problems you carry with you from the past, every single problem, consider that like a rotten, big-ass tomato. Sorry for my language, but you get the point. Every single problem that you face or you still carry with you in your mind and your heart, it is one big rotten tomato. And now consider somebody who has a lot of such tomatoes. Just think about how much kilos of weight that is extra that you're carrying with yourself almost on a daily basis. How much burden is that, and how much extra weight is that? Do you really need that weight in your life? It's like kilos and kilos of bags of rotten tomatoes that you're carrying with you every single day, and every single tomato is one different problem. One tomato is your mother-in-law, and one tomato is probably one of your toxic friends, and one of that tomato is probably one of your exes, and one of those tomato is probably one of your teachers that was never nice to you and really messed up your mindset also. When we go through life, we do meet teachers like that who probably say very pessimistic things to you that really change your mindset because they don't make you believe in yourself. And I feel like such teachers are just the worst teachers one can have. And let's be honest, I think we've all probably had one. I remember I had a chemistry teacher, and she would always tell me how much of a dumb person I was, that my communication was not nice, that I would never be a confident person, that I would never be successful. She would just tell me like these weirdest things that as a child, I wasn't even thinking about stuff like that. I wasn't thinking about success as a child. I really wasn't. But she would tell me that I would not become this and I would not become that and stuff. And for a long time, I actually lived my life believing in those things. I was like, you know what? She was right. She's educated. That's what you think about teachers, right? They're educated. They have wisdom. They have knowledge. They are older than you, so they have seen more than you. So it means that whatever they say is right. Whatever they say about you is true. Because you believe in them so much. Because of course, by default, you are supposed to believe in your teachers and supposed to believe whatever they say is right. That's why we call them teachers. And then when you get some teachers that just totally spoil your confidence, they totally just trash can your self-esteem, then we have a problem, because now you walk through life for so many years thinking whatever they said to you was true. And when you start believing in those kinds of things, of course, it becomes your reality. We all know whatever we believe in usually tends to become our reality eventually. We can call it the law of attraction, you can call it faith, belief, whatever you like, but that's just how it is. And even science would obviously back it up also. So whatever you have going in your mind does create your reality. So when you have, now coming back to this concept, when you have so many rotten tomatoes in your mind, what do you think you're going to manifest in your future? What do you think? Of course, I cannot disclose any information about my clients and we cannot discuss problems and stuff, but generally speaking, I can tell you one thing. A lot of female clients that I have for the self-improvement and level up mindset coaching, they commonly have this problem quite a lot actually, which is very interesting to me. They all talk consistently about their past. And now when it comes to my male self-improvement clients, one problem they have, which is completely different from the females, is that they are very anxious and super pumped up about the future. Again, they're also not living in the present, but they're very excited, but also sometimes scared and fearful and very anxious about what's yet to happen. And so many things that they think about, obviously it's always in their mind. Many things have not even happened yet, but they're already thinking about those things and it's really, really worrying them. So me as the coach now here in the middle, it's become a little hard for me to pull everybody out of wherever they're living in and bring them back to the present. And that is why I think this video serves as a reminder. If this is your problem at the moment, where you're either carrying these rotten tomatoes with you and sacks of rotten tomatoes with you, lots of kilos of burden with you, then you need to stop for a moment and tell yourself, how does that really serve you? Is that bringing you anything? And I see a lot of you girls who come to me, for solutions. You guys are wasting your sessions away talking about the past so much. And that is, I think, my rule is that the first session, I need to know everything about you. You can talk as much as you want. You can talk all about the past, whatever your main concerns are. Talk, be open. I need to know. However, from the next session onwards, you have other things to do. You have some exercises, you have a blueprint to follow, which I'm going to give you anyway, step by step. And you have things to do. You have no time to waste. Step, 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 do this, do that, done, done, done. And that's how we move forward, when we become more solution oriented rather than problem oriented and keep talking about our problems, because you guys are wasting your sessions away, which I don't mind. The problem is it doesn't bring us any results. And that's where I wouldn't be really happy. If I cannot change your life, if I cannot help you transform your life, then I feel like I wouldn't really like that. Because I genuinely want to bring about change in your life. And if you don't let me do that, then what are you really wasting your time for? What are you wasting your money for? Does that make sense? You have to take full advantage of these classes, of these sessions, and you have to be about business. You have to take the steps that I tell you to. You have to do the exercises that are going to bring about change in your life. If you don't do that, honestly, that does not make me very happy. I think when I talk about these things, I'm very passionate about that, and you can consider me like a teacher figure or your best friend in this process, but also somebody who will give you a knock on the head and tell you the reality. I'm not going to be here and tell you, do whatever, we're fine, yes girl, you're the queen. That's not true. That is really not true. If your parents told you you're very special, my boy is the best boy ever, and my girl is the prettiest ever, blah, 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 you guys are not special. At home, in front of our parents, yes, all of us are special cases. We all are very special. But that's about it. When you step out of the house, when you step into the real world, you guys are not kings and queens and princes and princesses, okay? You guys need to be very practical, very solution-based, and stop wasting your time and stop wasting your money, I mean, of course, I have a finance channel also, so you guys will see me often talk about money because I'm really serious about that. Because self-improvement also has a lot to do with how you handle and deal with your money. If you don't have that money discipline in your life, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be hard for you to become more successful in your career and to start actually making more money and level up with your finances. Because the thing is, think about it. If you are not able to manage your little salary of £500 a month, for example, how are you going to manage big money? Let's say you start earning 50K a month or 500K a month. How are you going to start managing big money? If you can't even manage £500 a month, how will you manage 50,000 a month? How will you manage 500K a month? Well, that's right, you will not be able to because you don't have that skill. Managing money is a skill, but I don't want to bore you guys now with money. Of course, for that, you can always go and join my finance channel, which is The Finance Queen on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram, The Finance Queen UK. I think that channel will really help you with your YouTube growth and your level up mindset when it comes to money. But on this channel, we mainly talk about self-improvement, your emotional healing, and of course, your mindset that I need to fix right now. And I'm here to tell you guys, stop wasting your time, stop procrastinating, and first of all, stop carrying those rotten tomatoes with you. Guys, don't mind the dog. I think it's our neighbor's dog. He's just kind of gone out into the garden for some reason at this time of the night. I don't know why. But anyway, coming back to this point. So when my uncle today told me about this concept, he was like, this rotten tomatoes. I'm like, what is that? I don't know. I've never heard about this. And he went on and explained this to me. And I was like, oh my God, I have to hop on here as soon as I get home. And I have to tell my audience about this concept. I have to talk about this. I literally came back from the office straight away where I met him at. And I'm here on YouTube right now because I really wanted to talk to you guys about this. So, are you carrying these rotten tomatoes with you? Because if you are, you need to stop right now, okay? And if you need help to really kind of get a little bit of a push, sometimes you need tough love, which I think people around you may not be able to give you that because it's really, really hard. Oh my God, when it comes to your journey of self-improvement, it is so hard to find people that are like-minded. It is really hard to find people that are on the same frequency, on the same page with you, that can actually tell you the wise thing to do. Many times you will try to talk to people and it will be like a very surface level answer that you cannot really connect with them on that level, and you cannot really apply their opinions, apply their suggestions in your life because it's like they're like 10 miles away from you. How are you going to go in the same direction? You can't because they're really behind. And so if you need that kind of guidance, the email will be given down below. The link will be given down below. You can always book me as your coach, as your best friend in this process of self-improvement. I can always be on your side if that's what you need. But I would really appreciate, stop talking about your past. In your first, second session, let's talk everything. But then after a while, if it becomes your norm that you just keep talking about the past and you never want to focus on the solution or the exercises, then that is really you wasting your own time away. None of my business, but I'm just saying, if you need change in your life, you listen and you do the things that you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to keep going back to the rotten tomatoes. Oh, I left my little bag of tomatoes right in the middle of the street. Let me go and bring it back again. Let me carry that burden again. It's like you leave those worries for a day or two just because somebody really inspired you, and probably that was me. And then the next day you're like, oh no, let me go back and get that bag of rotten tomatoes again. Let me go. I left it in the middle of the street. Let me go grab it again and carry that with me again. Don't do that. Honestly, guys, don't do that. So that was it for the video today. The rotten tomatoes theory when it comes to your traumas and your pains from the past. You don't carry them with you. Whether it was somebody's opinion from the past, whether it was somebody's bad intention towards you, whether it was somebody just really bad behavior towards you, whatever it was that came from a third party, you don't carry that with you. It's become so common with girls to keep complaining, this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened. And I get it. It always causes a lot of trauma, trouble, and pain. Yes. However, now you take the decision. You have to make a decision. What is your decision? Do you want to continue being there? Because then it's never going to end. It's like this vicious cycle. You can keep talking about the same things again and again. You're going to stay there. Or you can decide to take a decision right now to be like, okay, you know what? Had enough of this. We need a new norm. I need to become used to the new norm. What is going to be your new norm? Oh, let's talk about the present. What can we do right now? What can I do right now that will bring about better change? That will make me a better version right now. What can I do? What can I do to stop with this misery? What can I do right now that will make me feel like 10 kgs off my chest right now? Wow, that feels like a relief. What can I do to have that feeling right now? You have to think like this every single day very consciously. Make a decision every day consciously. Wake up and this should be your first thing that you think about. What can I do today to make it better? Oh, today I have a session with Esha. Let me stop talking about the past and let me actually listen to her. What is she telling me? She's right. I need to take this step. She's right. I need to stop thinking about this and I need to start thinking about that. And there's also this really nice stop exercise that I show you in my sessions, which is that if you're thinking too many crappy things, it instantly just stops all those negative thoughts and all those extra feelings that you're getting instantly. Anyways, guys, I hope this video was somehow inspiring and a little motivating, because that is my goal, especially with this channel. If you need any kind of help or you have any kind of questions, leave me a DM on my Instagram. And I do want to make some content today. Your girl is on TikTok also. I just have to figure out what I really want to do on TikTok, because I feel like obviously the dancing and the crazy things is not my thing. It doesn't go well with my brand either. But I think it's going to be probably something inspiring and motivating. I'm just trying to figure it out at the moment. And once I have it all figured out, I'll be there more consistently. And now go and watch my other videos so you stay motivated, you stay on your A game. And until my next video, take care of yourself and take care of your well-being, because that's very important. Now until my next video, guys, bye.